J, K, L, and M are points on the circumference of a circle with diameter JL. JL and KM intersect at N. Angle J and K equals 104 degrees and angle MLJ equals 22 degrees. Work out the value of D. So in these circle theorem questions, a lot of people like to ask me, how do I know which rule to use? I don't, but the clues will always be given in the description of the question. It says J, K, L, and M are points on the circumference of a circle. By looking at the diagram, you already know it's a point on the circumference of a circle. But what it's actually telling you is to use circle theorems. And then it also mentions that JL is the diameter, so it's hinting at you that use a circle theorem that involves the diameter. So, the circle theorem that involves the diameter is this one. A triangle drawn on the diameter of a circle to the circumference of the circle will always be a right-angled triangle. So JL is the diameter. That means that angle JML over here is 90 degrees and it's a right-angled triangle. The other circle theorem that we can use in this case is this one. So angles from the same sector will be equal on a circle. So using J and K as the points, the angle D comes from J and K over here. So therefore, the other angle that comes from J and K will also be equal to D. So we know for a fact that this angle over here will be the same as D, the value we are trying to find. And the next piece of information the question gave is that JL and KM intersect at N, even though from the diagram we can see that. But they're telling us to remind us to use that fact. So, at the points of intersection, the opposite angles will be equal, just like this. So this means that the angle M and L must also be equal to 104 degrees as well. So now, we've filled out the diagram with the information that the question wrote down. So if you look at that, if you look at the other angle D, we can find out angle D if we know what angle NML is, because angle NML plus D will equal 90 degrees and D will equal 90 minus angle NML. So how do we find angle NML? If you look at the diagram, look at the triangle M and L. The angles inside a triangle will always add up to 180 degrees. So that means that angle NML plus 104 plus 22 will equal 180. So we can solve for NML. And NML will equal 54 degrees. So if NML equals 54 degrees, then D will equal 90 minus 54. So D will equal 36 degrees.